Sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip that started...
Okay, it seems pretty safe to say that anyone on the planet who owns a TV set has, at one time or another, seen an episode of the most frequently rerun series in television history, Gilligan's Island. And now theatergoers are lining up to see the musical version of this cultural icon, although it currently is playing way off Broadway down in Flat Rock, North Carolina.
Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip.
It started from this tropic port aboard this tiny ship. The mate was a mighty sailing man, the skipper brave and sure.
Like pa-da-da-da-pa-da-da on a three-island tour, a three-island tour. Weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of a fearless crew, the minnow would be lost.
The minnow would be lost.
If this doesn't sound familiar, you've probably been living on a deserted island for decades. Gilligan's Island was canceled more than 25 years ago after just 3 years in prime time. But when the crew of the SS Minnow sailed into syndication, the show became an American cultural icon.
It is the most frequently rerun show in the history of television. It's on all the time, every place.
Let's stick together, we got a job to do.
Now Gilligan, the Skipper too, and all the rest are hitting the stage in a brand new musical. A long way from Broadway, the show is making its debut at this small North Carolina playhouse. It's been a long time since we caught up with the castaways. Gilligan's still screwing up all attempts to be rescued. But even if he's not Bob Denver, you gotta love him. This show is produced by the original creators of television's Gilligan's Island and the Brady Bunch. The story doesn't change much, but does get some updating.
And though this may not be what meant, still I'm a lucky guy.
The characters were carefully cast to resemble all 7 original shipmates, to reel in the show's most faithful fans, the 18 to 35-year-olds, rerun watchers who never even saw Gilligan in prime time.
They didn't see it once a week. They saw it every day when they got home from school.
The profitability of the past became obvious in the last year with the enormous success of the Brady Bunch on stage, and again a few months ago with some astounding news from Hawaii.
There were 30,000 signatures gathered to change the name of Maui to Gilligan's Island. 30,000 people.
Perfect timing, said the producers, who'd always wanted to bring Gilligan to the stage to answer some of those burning questions we've wanted to ask for years.
Why is the professor not, running to the other side of the island with Ginger the movie star? And I think now for the first time we get to see how that develops. And Gilligan and Marianne, obviously, there's something going on there. And, you sit there and you go, why does the skipper put up with this guy? I would have thrown him off my boat years ago. And this show finally reveals why the skipper is beholden to Gilligan.
With your father I sailed o'er the ocean. Then he saved my life one day and put me in his debt.
The music combines pop, swing, and blues, composed by Lawrence Juber and his wife. He's the former guitarist for Paul McCartney and Wings. But don't expect elegant tunes with a whole lot of meaning, folks. That's the whole point.
It's always best to be the richest of them all.
Gilligan's Island is not exactly Shakespeare, but it's fun, goofy, and entertaining.
And though the musical, like the TV show, will probably never be deemed a classic, its message remains timeless.
Suddenly, because they're stuck on a deserted island, the best of human nature comes out. And I think that's why people have always loved Gilligan.
So, will you love him on stage? The story does get a little bizarre when aliens land on the island, but the number one question, aside from the one about why the Howells brought so many outfits for just a 3-hour tour, is will Gilligan and his gang ever be rescued?
Goodbye, goodbye, island. Goodbye, goodbye, island.
Huh, oh, very nice. No, I'm much more Marianne. Our 2-hour tour will continue in a moment, right after this.